Saving money is probably one of the hardest things to do as soon as you turn 18, because when you turn 18, you are financially responsible for your future, for yourself, and essentially paying your own bills on time, making sure that you divide your salary properly. So I'm going to be sharing 5 ways that I ended up saving money from when I moved out at 18 years old to essentially now as a 21-year-old with a net worth of over £400,000. So let's get into it. For background, I moved out of my house when I was 19 years old. I moved abroad to Dubai, and ever since I moved abroad, I was paying my own rent, I was paying my own bills, I was basically budgeting every single month. I received a paycheck. Some months it was bigger, some months it was lower, but it taught me a great skill. Saving money goes a long way, and there are 5 key ways that I found that I was saving money. So let's go through all of them. The first way and the easiest way to save money, I think, is by cooking your own food. When you start living alone, you will soon realize that you will get sucked into the lifestyle of getting takeaways, whether that's Deliveroo or your local Indian or Chinese, just because it saves you so much time. Like sometimes you're just so tired that you can't be bothered to eat, you can't be bothered to cook, and you just end up ordering a takeaway. The problem with this is that you're going to continuously spiral, and you're going to continuously get into this bad habit of ordering takeaway after takeaway after takeaway. I have done this myself, and it's not great because you are wasting like 10, 20, 30 pounds per meal just on a meal, when this could actually cover your entire grocery shop for a whole week or a month. So instead of ordering takeaways and eating out, please start cooking at home. Honestly, it saves so much money because you are purchasing your own ingredients, you are cooking yourself, and ingredients are always going to be cheaper than paying a restaurant. There are so many easy and quick meals that you can make. For example, a protein pasta, a chickpea salad, a falafel wrap, a halloumi burger, and you're only buying key ingredients, and honestly, those ingredients last a fairly long time. So learn how to cook, watch YouTube videos, watch TikTok videos. There's no excuse. You can cook at home. Do not eat out. If you're not willing to cook at home, then I don't know if you're willing to do any of the things that I'm going to tell you in this video. And yes, I understand it is trading a couple of hours of your day to, cook meals. But if your priority is saving money, you have to save money. And at the end of the day, eating out is a big expense. I would only shift to eating out when you are genuinely requiring to spend more time on an income building project. So something that is actually generating you income, or that, taking your time out of the day to cook is preventing you from earning this income. So the second way I personally saved money was by cancelling all of my paid subscriptions, whether that's Spotify, Netflix, Apple Music, Disney Plus. My rule was actually go 3 months without using any of these platforms, because I realized I was actually only using these platforms maybe once a week, and it was getting fairly expensive every single month for not actually using these platforms. And after the 3 months, obviously I did share my friends' platforms and things like that, but we don't talk about that. Anyway, after those 3 months, I figured out that, okay, I was using Netflix the most. So I decided I was only going to keep 1 subscription at a time every single month, and I could rotate between subscriptions. So for example, 1 month it would be Netflix, 1 month it would be Spotify, the other month it would be, whatever. So I would basically just find alternatives. So instead of paying for Spotify, I would honestly just firm, the ads, because £9.99 per month, again, you could be investing that. You could be putting that into the stock market rather than paying Spotify. But if you do want to lower the cost of these platforms, you could find somebody in India, and, if they're willing to give you their credit card or their debit card for this purchase, there's a trick. Basically, it's so much cheaper if you buy Spotify, the Indian version, or Netflix, the Indian version. I did that, I'm not gonna lie, don't tell anyone, but it makes it like 100 times cheaper, I'm not gonna lie. The next way you can start saving money is by focusing on doing low-cost activities. And by low-cost activities, I mean by walking, going to the beach. Forget going out and spending money with your friends. Maybe do picnics, go to the beach if there's a beach near you, go on cycle rides. Low-cost activities are the easiest ways on preventing that spending. A lot of the time, when I see my friends' bills at the end of the month, they are spending a ton of money on going going out into London, doing all of these fancy things with their friends, and realistically, it's not even that worth it. Instead, prioritize low-cost activities, and trust me, it's a great way to save money. The next way I save money is essentially on products. And I know that products can be super expensive, whether it's skincare, shampoos, conditioners. You know, I have fallen victim into buying very expensive skincare. For example, Kiehl's, all of this Korean skincare, Biodance. And the only way I now buy my skincare is when it's either on a discount or it's essentially bundle buying. Even then it has to be on a discount. You know, whenever there's an Amazon Black Friday sale, or, you know, those Amazon Prime days, or Costco deals, or, you know, any deal that I find, I will bulk buy on specific products, and I have calculated exactly how much time each product will last me. For example, my Kiehl's skincare lasts at least 3 months per bottle. My moisturizer has literally lasted 6 months, so I know exactly how long each thing will last me, and I try to bulk buy for at least 1 year or 1.5 years. So that way I'm not out of skincare products for a whole year, and I'm also not having to constantly refill or re-spend money on skincare products. Products can be so expensive, but there are so many ways to make them cheaper, and obviously there are so many alternatives. A lot of the time with products, you are just paying for the brand and not the actual ingredients. Do your research into what ingredients are actually good, because a lot of the time these big brands, they're literally using the exact same ingredients as the, you know, less popular brands, and you're literally just paying for the brand name. But do not compromise on actual health benefits. Don't compromise on low quality products that are going to ruin your skin, because I've been through that. I used to buy these masks that were like £1, 20p, whatever. They did not do wonders to my skin, whereas the high quality products did. So do your research when actually buying these products. And finally, the last way I saved money was by using credit cards. Basically, whenever you're spending money, you should always have the money you spend constantly working for you. And the way I did this was by maximizing my American Express points. So I have a couple of cards. The British Airways American Express card, which gives me Avios points, which I use for travel on British Airways. I've got a Marriott Bonvoy card for American Express, where I get to stay in these lovely hotels by paying for points that I collect through this card. I also have the American Express Gold card, and I also get Deliveroo credit every single month and lounge access. So this is a great way at how I save money in airports. Rather than paying for food, I go to the lounge, which is given for me for free by the American Express Gold card. This again gets me points, which I can either convert to Avios, Marriott, Emirates, whichever points, you know, I want to get. And I even have my Gold business card, which is just another category for itself. But the point is, with credit cards, you know, you are getting points to spend on your lifestyle. If you save these points as if you save cash, you can convert these points into hotel stays, into flights, and things that just benefit your lifestyle. So it's an easy way to basically turn your spending into maximizing reward points. But what you don't want to do is don't focus on getting the points, focus on saving and spending less. Just make sure that you are getting those small points when you do make purchases. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this has helped, and let me know if you have any other saving tips down in the comments below. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.